Okay, sorry if that last video rambled a little bit, but I did want to give everyone a comprehensive background on what the DOM is and everything. So apologies if that one went a little long, especially for those of you for whom the DOM is a little bit more familiar. So in this video, this one won't be quite as long, hopefully, but we're going to consider how we can exploit some of our, we now have a thimble full of P5.DOM knowledge, and what can we do with it? So take a look here at this sketch. I have an array of friends. Let me call it let friends instead of var. I'm reusing code from last year, but I arbitrarily picked a list of friends. If your name's not on this list, you're still my friend, I promise, but I just picked a list of names from this week's discussion. So I have this friends array that I populated with Christopher, Hakan, Zora, Anna, Bo, and Liz. Okay, so this is going to be an array of names from which I can draw. And in setup, I'm not even going to do anything in setup. I don't need it. But look what I'll do here is I am going to grab an index in my array. I'm declaring a variable. I'm going to call it index. And I'm going to give it a property of any random number between 0 and the length of my friends array. So if I added more names to this array, then our code would behave dynamically, right? So I'm using the length property of an array object here, our friends array. And what I'm doing is I'm choosing a random number, right? And you remember that random is going to give us a floating point value anywhere from 0 to, in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6 names in the array. So it would be anything from 0 to 5.99999. And because we really just want an integer, we want either the number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that random number that I generate and I'm going to contain it within the P5 floor function. And we remember that the floor function just hacks off the decimal point after, anything after the decimal point is gone. So if I had 3.1415, it's just going to be 3 if I choose 4. If I choose floor, not 4. If I choose ceiling, I would get, 4 for 3.1. Whatever, you know what I mean. I'm not even going to go there. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense, even though I described it pretty poorly. Okay, so that's index. And look what I'll do here. I'm going to have another variable, and each of these should be let. Apologies. If you see var, don't freak out. I know I had asked you guys to use let this semester. It's going to work with var or let. So what I'm going to do here on line 13 is I'm going to, remember we're in the draw loop here. So each time, 60 times a second, I am going to be doing this code. So each loop through our draw function, I am going to redeclare this variable new paragraph, and I'm going to assign it the value of a new paragraph that I'm going to create, where I'm going to say, hi there, right, in quotes, and then I'm going to concatenate, right, using this addition function. Remember when we have strings of text and we apply a plus sign, it's not math, it's now concatenation. It's sticking strings together, and I'm going to stick some random element from my friends array, and then I am going to add an exclamation point. So it's going to say, hi there, Christopher, hi there, Bo, hi there, Liz, at random. And what am I going to do with that once I have that? Where am I going to put it? Well, I'm just randomly going to position it anywhere in the width and height of our browser window. So I'm just going to pepper the screen with graffiti of all of these people. All right, so I'm going to save this code and go over here to our code. You can see this is where I got the list of names from. Just, being fair, I didn't mean to give anyone favoritism. So here, week 8.2. All right, boom. Okay, here we go. It's quickly going to make a mess of our page, but kind of cool. I mean, this isn't something that you'd probably see people doing with jQuery. You could do it in vanilla JavaScript or anything, but it's really easy in a couple of lines of code to do something pretty cool. Now, obviously, we could change the colors of these or change the font as we go or make some bigger, or maybe, only do this when the mouse is moving, or, you get it. But this is just an example of, now again, creative is in air quotes here, but it's something that we could do very quickly with P5 and the DOM library. So let's explore a little bit more of some interactivity that we can consider with P5.